Good afternoon, Woodland Hills. How you doing, everybody? Happy Friday to you. Wanted to just give you a really quick update, maybe about 7, 8 minute video about what happened last night with Wine and Women and Wealth, and then a couple things we got to cover for the rest of the month and where a few things are at. And at the end of the video here, close to the end, I got to talk to you about some things that came down from home office we all need to be aware of. So anyway, look, make sure you watch this video in its entirety. Don't skip anything. Okay. So real quick, first and foremost, last night's event, I will say, is probably without a shadow of a doubt, not probably, it is the best event we've ever put together or you have ever put together as an office. You guys put that event together as an office, and I'm so proud of everybody, the way you guys came together. You truly, last night was a great example of what teamwork is, where everybody came together and did all their small parts to make a whole collective, beautiful party. Between Marcia, what you were doing with heading it up, and Dan, the way your captains was built out, and having that guy here with the liquor and the thing. I think, Marsha, you got a little crazy. I heard that you were a little wild last night and some crazy things happened after you left here. I'm not going to talk about it. Dan and I talked this morning. I'm glad you're out of prison. It's a good thing you got out of the clink today. And I don't know what the bail was, but Dan, obviously go make some more money. Marsha gets way out of control apparently when she has a couple little things of cherry with chocolate. It was absolutely nuts. Clearly, I'm kidding, but the way you guys came together and what you did, Lisa, by the way, with helping you out, Marsha, Lisa, if you guys never make it a PHP, you'd be great party planners. Okay, just want to let you know. Obviously, you're going to do just fine in PHP. Put your head down working, especially after what you did last night. From Brian Thatch with all the glassware, professional, beautiful glassware, high-end Rydell type thing, and with the tablecloths. Courtney with the food. My goodness, guys, can you? I mean, the food was absolutely unbelievable. All of it, by the way, I can't have right now because this thing called cholesterol. I can't have any of it. Anyway, I looked at it, my mouth was watering, and that was enough for me. I was able to smell it. I was like, oh, this smells so good, man. It smells so good. All the meats and cheese. Courtney, you did a phenomenal job on the spread. Officially, you have deemed yourself the person we're going to go to in the future to handle all of our affairs when it comes to food. How's that? For the office event. We want you to go build a business. We don't want to hire you just like to be a chef. We want you to become a giant in PHP. When we throw events, you officially have the title of the person who's going to prep all the food and put it together. You did a phenomenal job. And from the person that literally did check-in, like Jay was doing check-in last night, Dan did some check-in last night, to Pedro serving some wine. You look sharp last night, dude. To everybody just writing little cards out. I saw Ray was doing a little something. He was writing some stuff out, and people were just, everybody was helping. Ori was helping, and Rini was helping, and everybody was just doing their part. And you guys all came together, truly put on a phenomenal event. The office looked gorgeous. By the way, I came in this morning. It's like we didn't even throw an event outside of the lights that are hanging up, which are kind of cool. I know we got to take them down, but I kind of like them there anyway. But it was like we didn't even throw an event. Like you didn't even like guys, you cleaned up. Everything was just perfect. Great job coming together as a team. It was a beautiful example of teamwork last night. Let me tell you one even better. Last night was the single highest guest count that Woodland Hills ever had. There was 28 guests last night. I'm going to give you a breakdown exactly how it worked for everybody. There were 28 guests last night. The highest guest count we've ever had as an office prior to this. Highest guest count we've ever had in office prior to the event last night was December 10th, 2016. Our first BOM ever in this office was December 10th, 2016. We had 24 guests. Last night, we beat our guest count prior best by 4 guests. Great job to everybody that came together. Also, something else happened last night that was pretty special as well, and I'll talk about this in a minute. Let me give you the breakdown, obviously, of what the guest count was, where everybody was at. So guest count from base shop scenario, highest to lowest, lowest to highest, lowest to highest. So we'll go lowest to highest. Lowest was Relentless with 5 guests last night. Relentless had 5 guests last night. Second was Alliance with 9 guests last night. And number 1 base shop was Carpe Diem base shop with 14 guests. Okay, great job everybody for having their guests. Obviously, third place, Relentless. Second place, Alliance. But there's something special about the second place of Alliance, and I'll talk about that in a second. And number 1 was Carpe Diem Base Shop. Guys, I want you to just understand something. That's 28 guests as an office, but there was an entire group of people that weren't here. All of Santa Barbara. There were 28 guests in this office minus Santa Barbara. There were 7 guests out there. So if you take the 28 guests here, the 7 guests there, you have 35 guests, gang, that we had last night. So I want you to just think about this. Imagine if we did that every single BOM. 35 guests every single BOM every Tuesday, every Saturday. If we treated every BOM like a wine, women, and wealth, which is obviously that's the direction we're going into because there's no other choice. That's a philosophy we're going to sell out to. We're sold out to it. We just got to get better and better and better at it. You're talking about 10 recruits. Remember, 10, 3, 1. 30 show up. 30 show up. We should recruit 10. That's the numbers. You're talking about 10 recruits every BOM. That's 80 recruits in a month. Just in BOM, not overflow, not RIs, not tap rooting, not promoting anybody. That's just in guest count. It's just in guest count, 80 recruits. You know what the office is going to look like when we do that? I want you just to seriously imagine that, guys, with me for a second. That is a magical thing that's going to take place in this office. So last night was a very, very good event. Kind of set the tone and made me realize, man, our capacities were rarely scratching the surface when we come together as a team and put on an event. We need to do more of that. So obviously, you know where the base shops are at. Let me tell you, individual. Here's are all people that are tied with one guest, okay? One guest last night. Jasmine, great job with one guest. Ori, one guest. And Cassandra. Cassandra Basque came back out of nowhere and decided that she had a guest. That was pretty cool. So Cassandra, Ori, Jasmine tied with one guest. Then you have three people tied with two. Three people tied with two. Here's the people with two guests. Brandon, two guests. Jack and Elliott, two guests. And Ray Thatch, two guests. I got a chance to spend a little time with Ray's guests. They're sharp. They're very sharp, and their flag is not planted. It is not planted with WFG. I believe that we're going to go have lunch with them. Chrissy told me about it last night when she got home. We may have some lunch with them. Odds are we're probably going to recruit them for Ray. But they're a very, very sharp couple. So those are tied with two. And then here's tied with three. It's a three-way tie. So three-way tie all around between one guest, two guests, now three. With three guests, three-way tie, you have Jose Gill. Good job, Jose Gill. Very good job on that. Jay and Lisa, very good job on your three guests last night. And Courtney, very good job on your three guests last night, which officially qualified you for Fast Start School. Great job, girl. Officially qualified you for Fast Start School. I knew you were pushing for it, and you made it. Very proud of you. And then number one inviter. Number one inviter last night. Obviously, you guys know who it is. A top inviter, personal inviter last night were the people that really were spearheading the entire event, which is Dan and Marsha Elias. Great job for being top inviter with 9 personal guests. Not only were you top inviter with 9 personal guests, but you officially broke the office record for personal guests at any given BOM. You beat it by 1. So your name is going up on the wall. Fred Valdivizio from March of last year, his name's coming off. He officially is off the board. Your names are going on as record holders in the Woodland Hills office. Give yourselves a round of applause as well. Keep that up. Now, by the way, I want you to think about something, gang. Not only Dan and Marsha broke a record for guest count last night, personal, but again, keep in mind, 90 days in a row, they've been number 1 in guest count. If they stay on this pace and just keep their head down and keep on inviting guests, what do you think is going to happen to their business? It's obviously going to grow. And then what do you think they're going to duplicate with their agents? By the end of this year, they could have 50, 60, 70, 100 people coming to meetings in this office where they go on their own night. They have to go on their own night. Literally, Alliance has their own night if they keep this up with the way they're going with guest count and setting a tone. Congratulations to you guys, man. It's a beautiful thing that you did. So, great job to everybody again. One thing I will say, the goal was 50. The goal was 50. We now know what type of event we throw. We now know what type of event can be put together by all of you coming together and putting that event last night. So now that we know what our events are going to be like, I probably would say that you want to invite more people next time. That would probably be my guess. That you want to invite more people next time because the event was phenomenal. So now that we have the tone set, we know how we throw parties here. We do a good job. You guys obviously did all your part. Let's have more guests next time. We had a goal of 50. We came short, obviously, right? We were short by 22 guests. By 22 guests, we still beat a record, but let's push harder next time for that, okay? So with that said, guys, let me carry this with you. It's real quick. I don't want this to be a super long video. I'm going over already, but you know how I am. Follow up with all your guests that didn't come from last night. Have them come tomorrow or have them come Tuesday. Follow up, or if you can't, they don't come, set an RI with them. Let them know, hey, John, I know you missed the event last night. However, the event did so well, we're having an overflow event this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. That works with your schedule, doesn't it? Or, hey, that doesn't work with your schedule. What time works? We got to sit in front of each other. I've got to tell you what's going on with the company. After last night, the event that we threw, the amount of people that came down, and how amazing it was, you've got to take a look at what we're doing with the company. It doesn't hurt to take a look, does it? It doesn't make sense to say no before you know what it is, does it? No, it doesn't. Great. What works better for you? Da 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 da. Follow up with your guest that didn't show today. Follow up with them that didn't show. Okay. Wanted to cover that with you as well. Also, real quick, we no longer can call wine, women, and wealth wine, women, and wealth. It's not allowed, unfortunately. I got an email from home office today from Amor Nuberance, who's our chief compliance officer. Wine, women, and wealth is actually a trademark name. It's a trademark slogan. We can't use it. We'll get sued. If they find out, we'll get sued. We can't do it. So let's just come up with a different name. You can call it whatever you want. Think about it. You come up with it. The men can come up with ideas, or women can come up with ideas. Whoever's got the best idea, we'll use that. Okay. Also, what we're thinking about is this. What we want to do is start to do every month or every other month, like every other month, a wine, women, and wealth, and every other month, the alternate month, do a whiskey and wealth. Just think about it, guys. It's a team effort. It's an office effort. You guys got to want to do it. It's got to be a call that you guys want to do. Do you want to do an event every month? 1 month for men, 1 month for women, 1 month for men, 1 month for women. We call it whatever we're going to call it because obviously we can't use that name anymore. But let's talk about it on Saturday. Let's talk about it on Saturday and then go from there. So we can't use that. Obviously, we want to do the event. Also, March Madness, lastly. VIP. Those on VIP, just pay attention. You guys are going up against Gabby. She's an absolute beast. Right now, you got some work to do. I'm going to look and find an update where she's at. I'll let you guys know. But no way you guys are getting popped out of that. And also base shop. Carpe Diem base shop. We're going up against David Bryan. David Bryan right now is at 1.5 recruits in the base. We're at 2 recruits in the base. We're a half recruit ahead of him. We are not far at all. We got a lot of work to do by the end of this week. What I'd love for Carpe Diem base shop to be at is President's Club. That's the goal because there's going to be follow-up from guests last night, people that are coming on board. And obviously we have BOM tomorrow as well. So invite like crazy. But by Sunday, it'd be great to be at President's Club. And I think we absolutely can pull that off, and that'll set us up for doing not just 25 recruits by the end of the month, but 50 by the end of the month. And also for the month, here's where everybody's at. Dan Elias is leading with his base shop. Great job, Dan. This is a little bit better start than you've ever had before. 2.5 recruits. Carpe Diem base shop at 2. Relentless and TPV 0. Relentless TPV. We've got to pick those numbers up. We've got to pick those numbers up because the new minimum standard, as of the call today with our CEO, everybody, so you understand, there is no I'll do 10,000 points. As an MD base shop, every minimum standard from all of you moving forward till you hit it and then increase it is 1025. You have got to get the great equalizer bonus MD base shops and get yourself in a category of minimally doing 1025, 1025, 1025. Our base shop this month is 2550 minimum. 2550 minimum. We have the capacity to do so. So that is moving forward. I gave the commitment to our CEO. I said, Patrick, here's what we're going to do this month. We're going to do 55 recruits as an office, as a hierarchy, 55 recruits as a hierarchy, and 125,000 points in production. That's our minimum standard moving forward here on out. So guys, let's just come together and get that done, okay? And by doing events like this and following up and having more guest count and being excited about business, it's attractive. People want to come on board and work with you. That couple that was here last night for Ray, they love the environment. For some reason, they necessarily, they said it's a little too corporate at WFG, but they loved our warmness and environment and what we do here. Guys, we got a great office here. A great office. Let's build this thing together, okay? So, last thing. I already covered March Madness. Here's the last thing. Train the trainers, guys. Train the trainers. The tickets are going to sell out. There's 300 left. Within the next 48 hours, they're going to be gone. You plan on going? Get your ticket. I know you're fighting for it. I cannot stress more than anything, based on what Patrick said on the call today, in the history of events that PHP has put on, there will not be a better event than the one that they're putting on right now. The company just keeps on getting better and better and better and better. And the content that is going to be trained at this Train the Trainers will elevate your game. You're going to be hearing from $1 million earners, $750,000 earners, people that are doing things in business that our CEO has never done when he was in the base shop game. Where it's a whole different place. Guys, you got to fight, scratch, tooth and nail to qualify for Train the Trainers. But get your ticket first. It puts fire under your butt to say, hey, I got to go. I paid the money. Now I got to go. Get your ticket today or tomorrow, the latest. Otherwise, I promise you it will sell out. Don't be the person that fights like crazy to go and qualify, and then you can't get a ticket because there's 1,200 tickets. And the venue, the capacity, they won't sell any more tickets. We can't sell any more tickets as a company because the capacity of the venue, they won't hold anymore. It's a fire hazard. No more tickets will be issued, gang. So go get it knocked out, and let's have the greatest month we have ever had as an office, as a carpe diem hierarchy, because we can do it. Let's have a killer day, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, and get ready for a wild fast start tomorrow. Wild fast start, wild advanced training. It's going to be off the charts, and you already know that. Look forward to seeing you all, guys. Some of you later on today, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. All right, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.